Energy. All right.
These are spirit
figures.
It's a trill cook-up.
I'm Bria.
and I'm Archie.
And this is for all the girls.
Episode. Okay, maybe y'all don't see that. But
Seven.
Episode 7, 7-11, 7 Alive. I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
You tried to make
Yeah,
it
I
right.
did. You tried to make fetch work.
did.
You tried to make fetch happen. Okay.
All right, so this episode will continue with the theme of relationships. And so this episode will be relationships regarding romantic relationships.
The tea. What everybody wants to talk about over and over again.
The romance.
The tea.
So my first question for this, I think I'm coming out, no, it's not really swinging, but what's your personal definition of a healthy romantic relationship?
I'm gonna let the married folks answer this.
I think that's a loaded question though.
I do, because I think,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna say like it varies for everyone, but
It does.
to some extent it does vary for
It does.
everyone. Like your version of a healthy relationship, beyond like the obvious, like, you know, don't abuse people.
Yeah.
You know, don't
Put your
do
hand
that.
on that woman.
You know, beyond that, I do think it varies from couple to couple and what like their baseline is. There are some couples who enjoy to do certain things or need certain things.
Yes.
You know, like I think a healthy relationship is where you get your needs met.
But in what type of way? Because I feel like that can go either way. Like I can get my needs met, but you're doing it with an attitude. So like, yeah, you're meeting my needs, but
To
like
me,
it's
that
just
ain't
like
the need then.
that's a good point. Okay.
That
That's
ain't
a
me
good point.
the need.
That's
If
a
you
good point.
begrudgingly doing something for me, fuck
Yeah.
no, I'm not getting my needs
Needs
met.
met.
then.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I think like my personal definition of a healthy romantic relationship is like I can literally go through my ultimate high and my ultimate low with you without me feeling judged by you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're being able to take it all in. Now, granted, I don't want you to take it in and just, how can I put it? Like I'm just pouring all out on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, I feel better. But I think a healthy, like you should be able to pour your stuff on me and then I don't crush because of the weight of
I
it.
think, and maybe this is, I guess, a little vulgar, but like, I think a healthy relationship for me is like best friends, but we fucking.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
No, 100%.
That's exactly what it is. We best friends, so we
100%.
fucking. We hunching real bad.
100%.
Like,
We
real bad.
got
That's
that
crazy.
extra. We
Yeah,
got
the
that
extra
extra
je
to
ne sais
it.
quoi. Yeah, that.
I can agree with
Yeah.
that for sure.
That's what I think.
Best
a healthy
friends, but we
relationship
hunching,
is. Best
for
friends,
sure.
But we hunching. Exactly.
What you got?
I would say two things. One, a space where both parties mutually feel a sense of safety. And I think safety on all the levels is a healthy relationship. And then more so than anything, this is something I say to my clients, and I kind of go into thinking about relationships in the same way. A you and a me equals a we, not a W and an E split in half.
Ooh,
Right?
clock that.
So I have to be whole and healthy in myself.
Right.
And you have to show up and be whole and healthy.
in
And then we
yourself.
connect together.
Right.
And we build based on the things that we're coming with, right?
It's overflow.
It's
Yeah.
overflow, correct. And it's not in a space of lack. Now, I may lack a skill or lack of whatever, but it doesn't mean like you're fulfilling me. Like, I don't think that's healthy. I think it's like
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, like, I feel like I'm fulfilled within myself and what I have. And like you said, overflow, like you add to my fulfillment, not that you are doing it for me.
Right.
So you feel like a person shouldn't come into a relationship broken because it'll
Absolutely
never
not.
really work.
But at the same
I feel
token,
like
we're human. I
Yeah.
think in doing that, we are inherently flawed. We're inherently broken. Like there are things about us that we're always going to be perpetually working on.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yes, and I'm not saying that is like
Period.
Like, baby, if I got a little walk with a limp, okay, cool. But if I'm in a sling like this, let me go heal up before I try. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like,
Right.
yes, I do agree. Like, we all are gonna come with something.
Yeah.
Right. But the difference is how detrimental is that thing to your daily life.
Right.
Right. Or into your interactions with others. Like, have you healed enough where you can still function in a particular way while you're still doing XYZ? But I think the more, that we allow whatever the moments of us.
Because I'm a fairy.
Right, yeah. Whatever those moments have, I think it has a deeper impact of not creating a safe space and not being in a healthy partnership.
Right.
So I think we have to be mindful of the things, and we have to be aware, and we have to
Right.
communicate
I was
those
going to
things.
say that. I think it's more like self-awareness. Like, I
Yeah.
know I'm not a perfect person. I know I have things I need to work on. But I feel like if you're going to be in a relationship, or at least a long-term one, you have to be aware in the ways that you show up that might not be very nice
Healthy.
to your
Yeah.
partner, healthy
Right.
for your
Or
partner.
safe. Yeah.
Or safe for your partner. Like, I have this thing, maybe I run during conflict, or
Yeah.
maybe, I'm not as expressive with myself as I could be. But I feel like you have to know that. And I feel like part of the problem in a lot of relationships is that I don't know what I don't know where I lack yet.
Right.
I don't know what I
I
don't
don't know where
Yeah.
I lack. And when I feel like there's awareness to I lack in a certain area, you can do certain things to kind of offset that, or at least put your partner on alert that, hey, like,
I do this thing.
I do
Yeah.
this thing, I'm working through it, but and I feel like that allows for more grace and patience. If you're like, I do this thing, I'm gonna work through it.
But I feel like that comes to like the communication portion.
Right.
If like I constantly do it and you sitting there like, taking, that's what I meant, like taking it all in without being crushed by it. Like being able to communicate that back to me. Like if I'm pouring this all out on you and it's certain things that you don't like, but you're trying to preserve my feelings by not saying anything, like I don't think that's healthy. I think in a relationship, yes, sometimes you do got to check your partner. Like, hey, I don't like that. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I understand you're going through this, but the way you're bringing it to me, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
but
not.
And I feel like, the people closer to you be your punching bag.
true.
Yeah.
Right? Which is
True.
not healthy.
That's not healthy at all.
But
Ooh, that's
it's the
true.
reality, because I think it's like I have to mask and show up in the world in this particular way.
Right.
And I feel safe enough to take that mask off, but also I feel safe enough to like
Let it
unload
loose.
on
Yeah.
you in whatever ways that
But
look
I
like.
also, and I feel like this has come up for me before, like, I don't think that's fair. I don't
It's
think it's
not.
fair that the rest of the world gets the best parts of you and then you come home
And just,
and just do whatever to
I
me
don't
because you feel
disagree.
safe here.
I had to get
fuck
checked
no.
for that.
It should be the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
if this is the relationship that is most important to you, like, and that for me, that's it's like a hierarchy in relationships. Like,
Yeah.
my relationship with my husband, it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
If this relationship I want to preserve, I need to act like this is a relationship I want to
Yeah.
preserve. It's a relationship I care about.
yeah.
But here's the thing. I think what happens sometimes, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, we get so comfortable and so safe in these relationships
yes.
that we don't really feel like, it ain't really going nowhere. It's not
Yeah.
at risk or at jeopardy. Whereas if I'm out in the workplace, right,
And I unload
and
like
I
that.
act like this,
I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You're
get fired.
fired, yeah.
But then I think it also goes back to us personally, like what standards are we setting
Right.
for
Right.
you not to just treat me any old
Right.
kind of way.
Those boundaries,
and you
yeah.
having that awareness to say like, hey, I'm really having a shitty day and I
Yeah.
don't want to offload on you. I need to do XYZ in order
Right.
to regulate
Right.
myself. So I think it's a yes and thing, but I think it's so easy for people to act this way on the outside in other spaces because there's a little more jeopardy. We
Right.
talked about perception last time. What is
Right.
the perception here? But we're
Right.
so comfortable in this. It's just like you get whatever version of me because
Exactly.
you here. We've
Yeah.
been here 15 years, 30
and it's
years.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
And to an extent, like, you should be able to be yourself around
Yeah.
your partner.
Right.
I feel like, again, yes, and you
Right.
should be able to be yourself around your partner. But I feel like there's a certain point where it's like, and maybe because I'm in a space where like I have a kid, so like
Yeah.
I really have to think really hard about the messages that I'm sending to him and the way in which I speak to him, and like
Right.
it takes. I really do have to sit down and think about it. So like
Right.
I want Lennox to be himself, but I also want you to know, one, you can't act like that. Two, other people can't act like that towards
Right.
you. Like, and I think it's a
Right.
twofold thing. Like
Oh,
the
that
way
makes sense, yeah.
it's a twofold thing. Like I can't enforce a behavior, and then I want Lennox to be able to recognize when people are not behaving in the
Right,
way that
yeah.
they should. Like, and I feel like it becomes really complicated, especially when we get to be adults, when our parents treat us a certain way, and then you
Right.
get to be an adult and you like, you're experiencing these things,
Yeah.
Right.
And people are not telling you, and
that wasn't right.
right. And then someone tells you, like, girl, that's actually abuse. You know
Yeah.
that?
Right.
Like that was abusive. You knew that, right?
Yeah.
No, because
No, I did know that.
I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to normalize bad behaviors.
Absolutely.
And I feel like when you get in long-term relationships, and to me, I feel like for me, and that's just a standard for myself, and I understand everybody doesn't think that way. I want to treat the people closest to me as best as I can. The people closest to me are going to get all of my grace. They're going to get all of my time. They're going to get, the best version of me.
Right.
And I'm not saying I'm going to go to work and act an ass, but
Right.
like the people who are closest to me deserve that.
Right.
They deserve the best parts of me. I don't think it's fair to go out into the world and put on this mask and give everybody else the best parts of yourself. And you come home and you people like shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't disagree with you one bit.
I can agree.
I
My
think-
husband told me that. He said, you got this car ride home to let me know about your day.
Yeah.
Once you cross this threshold, you are no longer at work.
Yeah.
Like
It's something I want to do at my home, and I don't know if I want to do it for me per se. Maybe I'll start with me, and then like as I grow a family, I want us to like have a leave it at the door.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's like if you gotta write it out, cry,
Yeah.
scream, draw, like take that intentional time to leave whatever it is. You put it here, and when you come in, you left that at the door.
Right.
Because I think, like you said, like we just do it. We just coming into these spaces and we're not being intentional and we're not thinking and we're just like, the day was shitty, so I'm gonna be shitty, although you ain't do shit to me. And it's like,
but you
they
gonna
didn't
get it,
deserve that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good question. You got one? Or you want me to go?
Oh, I think this one. All right, I'll ask. Can love really survive growing apart?
Yes, I believe it can. I feel like there are so many things in life that will make you grow apart from someone. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like growing apart, I feel like when we speak about romantic relationships, everything is so vague. Like, you're growing apart. What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
Okay? What does that even mean? But I do feel like you can grow apart, but if you intentionally want to be with a person, intentionally make that effort, y'all can grow back together again. But it takes
I
that
can
intentional
agree.
step.
Yeah.
I do
can agree.
think it takes an intentional step to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying growing apart is the end all be all. You can grow apart, and I feel like there will be seasons, especially
I
if
feel
you're
like
in
you
a long,
have to. I feel like in a relationship, a long-term
a
relationship,
long-term relationship,
we
you're
have
gonna
to
grow apart from a person. Like that's
I think
natural.
it's-
That's going
I
to
think
happen.
It's inevitable.
Y'all gonna be on two different pages at one point. Like you're
I
not gonna
think
be on the
it's
same
inevitable.
page forever. Like it's if you're planning on being with someone for your entire lifetime,
We're not always gonna be on the same
we're
page.
not always gonna be on the same page.
We're not
You
gonna
get
be
what
on
I'm
the same
saying?
step, same chapter.
Yeah. I mean, life happens. And I
Yeah.
feel like, especially when I speak to single people, I think their expectations are like, we're going to be on the same page, perfect at all times. And it doesn't really, it's not realistic. And I don't think it encourages people to use healthy conflict resolution skills. You think
Right.
there's one person going to be perfect for you
Right.
at all times to the day you die. I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not.
I think I totally agree. Like I feel like sometimes we will grow apart in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I think also that maybe that situation or who we were needed to die. You know what I'm saying? So I think because for instance, we've been in relationships for a very long time. We're basically growing up with each other.
to each other,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So it's just like we're sitting there, we're gonna grow apart in that particular area of our lives, but
Right.
we're gonna grow something new. Like that gotta die in order
You're
for
going
us to
grow
continue
something
to
new.
grow. Yeah.
If you're expecting 19-year-old Jasmine out of me, you're not gonna
Yeah,
get her.
you're not gonna get there.
Right.
You're not
like
gonna
I
get
promise
her.
you're not gonna get there.
But you get to grow something new
Exactly.
together instead of focusing. And I feel like a lot of people get caught up on like what we
past.
had.
Yeah, what
Like,
we had,
We had
yeah.
so much fun. We were 19. We used to drink and do and all this other stuff. But now,
Baby,
baby,
we
we
got
35.
bills.
We got bills. We got kids. We got a house. We got a dog.
Yeah.
We got 2
32.
cars.
Yeah,
We got
like-
like so that 19-year-old version of ourselves doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
And it can't. I don't want 19-year-old Corey no more.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm 30 years old. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I don't want 19-year-old
Leave that
Corey
at
no
the
more.
door,
Please.
okay?
Yeah.
But I feel like we really get caught up on here's how we were in the past and it should stay like that.
Yeah.
And not to say that like pieces of it won't come with you,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be the same relationship,
Exactly.
especially if you're planning on being with somebody for a long ass time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
This is really getting me in the throat and in the gut. Because I feel like it's something that I'm experiencing in a different capacity, like in a non-romantic capacity. And I think that you guys are absolutely right of like, but I also think that there's a grief that happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
That we don't
yeah.
necessarily speak about because there was something about the essence of that felt very whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And so...
And it could have been safe.
And it could have been safe and it could have been all these things. And then as we are growing as people and potentially growing apart, you know, what does that really look like to grow something new?
Right.
How do we nurture that? How do we plant that? And I feel like it's different in a marriage, right? Where like...
You feel like you have to? Is it more of an incentive to do so?
Maybe. Or it's just like, my thought was going to like, you guys are founded on something. Right? Your relationship is founded in love or founded in God or founded in whatever. And just in this particular space that I'm thinking of, it's just like kind of like things have been so dismantled and like shaken up. And it's like you're holding on by a thread of something, like it's maybe love, care, respect. And it's just like, how do you plant something new in order for it to form this thing again? And it's like, everybody confused on like what that looked like. Right. So but it's interesting. That question is just
I feel like even if you're holding on by that thread, I feel like it's important to identify what that thread is. But also it takes a lot of like mutual understanding.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I can't
you can't do it by yourself.
You can't think the thread is friendship when I'm like, my thread is actually safety or something like that. Like we're not seeing eye to eye, and that's where it starts. But like if the thread is the same, if I know that we're holding on to whatever this is because we love each other. You get what I'm saying? Like that is it. So whatever it is it takes me to do to keep you in my life, that's what I'm gonna do. Does being married take you being a simple little bit? Absolutely yes. Okay.
As it should.
You gotta be a simple little bit. You gotta look. I can't live without my man. Okay.
But I feel like in a marriage that makes absolute sense. But I feel like let's just say platonic, right? I know that's not what we're talking about per se, but I think similarly, right? I think the thread is mutually understood, but it's like there's still some like
are we both intentionally gonna act on it?
Are we gonna intentionally act on it? Like you coming at the thread from one way, but I'm coming at it from another way, but the thread is still the thread. Like it's just it becomes so overwhelming that you be like,
fuck it.
I love you, you love me, like, all right.
But the same token, like, for example, we talk about our friendship a lot. Like it would take a lot for me and Bria not to be friends no more. Like literally like something catastrophic.
Real bad.
Something real bad would have had to happen.
Real
but
bad.
I feel like that is the thread. And even though I feel like if we don't agree, I feel like both of us underlying, okay, I know Bria has good intentions for me. Yeah. We're having a disagreement. You get what I'm saying? I know Karen has good intentions for me. I know Karen wouldn't come at her we bumping heads, but I know Karen is not doing anything intentionally to harm me or piss me off or something like that. We just bumping heads about something. We disagree about something. Yeah. And I feel like when you can break it down like that, like this is our disagreement.
It helps.
It helps. But no, I know what the thread is. Yeah. Like I know underlying, and people always say like intentions don't matter for me. It's like what actually happens. But for me, intention is important to me.
That's like
important.
number one. Like, what was your
important
intentions behind it? Like, I could go through and slap you. What was your intentions behind slapping me? Well,
I was trying to get a bug
you
off your
had a
back.
bug on your cheek. You know what I'm saying? So
you
just look at me. So I think intentions
hit you a little hard, my bad.
Right.
I ain't innocent.
Yeah. And I think going back to that of intention and like what's the meaning behind it, I think there's a little more grace that you can provide when you know the intention, right? I think there's a little more understanding, even in those like really tough seasons, right? Like I was being distant or I was being cold or I was doing X, Y, Z. It's like, okay, but why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's break it down.
Let's break it down. I think people don't take the time enough to nurture and grow in that way where it's like, okay, like, did this person really do these things to harm me?
Right.
And I think it goes back to what you said earlier is like understanding like I don't need you to fulfill me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just my intentions. If I don't know me yet, I can't even break down my intentions to you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But I just know it's a feeling that I have, but I can't explain it because I don't even know it yet. You know? But I think that's with a partner too. Like you should understand when I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair?
You should understand when I don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just like I'm trying. Because, okay, so say for instance, if I don't understand this feeling that I'm feeling, right?
But so you're saying I should just understand that?
Are you communicating?
Are you communicating that to me?
No, I haven't do it yet.
Because baby, now you want me to be a mind reader.
Right.
Now you want me to be so attuned.
Yeah, I do. I expect you to be
Okay,
that.
Karen, I feel like that's we gonna have to break that down later. Because
That ain't fair, friend.
that is not
That's
fair.
not fair.
But I also feel like okay, a little
But
bit.
you know me well enough to know, like, I'm not intentionally doing this just because.
Yes, and I was having this a little bit of this conversation with my homegirl the other day. I don't think it's necessarily fair to lean on, but you should know me, right?
Okay.
Because one,
Let her clock
you
me
are
real quick.
consistently evolving. Two, do you have the language and the awareness enough and comfort enough to communicate these things? Because
Right.
what essentially you're telling me is you want me to be a mind reader. Now, while I can be attuned and attentive and pay attention to you, I can feel something is off, right?
Yeah.
And I can be curious around it, but you know it's off. You know that you got something going on. So
Yeah.
you want to have me do the heavy lifting of
Yeah.
not only telling you and saying to you, oh, something is wrong, and then you want me to give you grace too. So I got to do all the bending.
You gotta do all this.
I gotta do all the bending. That's not fair to me.
That's fair. Okay.
So put on your big girl panties.
You're right.
And be
Yeah.
like, look.
Because I can honestly say, like, in my relationship, I be looking like, I know something is off, you know something is off, like, but you should understand that something is off. Even though I didn't say something is off,
I
we
feel like we
both
got-
know something is off.
But
Be-
at the same
say the
token,
thing.
Yeah, you gotta
say
be
the
able to say
thing.
it, yeah.
But I also feel like, I mean, to an extent, I do understand what you're saying, Karen. Like, at what point do you go like, okay, this person knows me and knows my
Yeah.
heart and knows my intentions? I do feel like there is a piece of that in there, but I
Yeah.
don't think that's enough for me to read your mind. Like, it's
Yeah.
only,
Yeah.
that is literally like, if I had a bicycle, that's not even a wheel on the bike, baby.
Okay, that's fair.
not gonna take you very
Barely
far.
a training wheel.
It's barely a
Yeah.
training wheel. Like,
Because
it's
I would sit
something.
there if I have something going on.
It's a
like,
piece of the car. It's the the radio.
Yeah.
But it's not it's not the important part.
Right.
Okay. It's not the important
not
part.
gonna get us nowhere.
It's not gonna get us nowhere. It's not the steering wheel. It's
Yeah,
not the wheels.
okay.
It's not the engine. Like
Yeah.
no.
That's
Like
fair.
the engine is we're talking.
Right.
We're talking and we're able to communicate that. And I feel like there's only so much, and I do get, me knowing this person could provide a little bit more perspective or a little more grace because I know this person would act like that. So I'm able to have a little more grace. But I do think the heavy lifting
Yeah.
is this person being able to communicate with me
Yes.
and saying, okay, and I get it, like they should know my heart, but also, do you know that other person? Because you saying we should know each other so damn
That's
well.
fair.
You should know the other person too. Open your mouth.
Yeah.
Open your mouth,
Open your mouth and say something.
please.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I also feel like people think that like, and maybe this is how I describe myself. I'm a confrontational person. And I don't think confrontation is bad. Like
Correct.
people think confrontation is like aggressive and it don't
Yeah.
have to be.
Yes.
You just be curious.
Right,
What you
right.
mean by that?
Yeah.
Right.
Explain it to me. Yeah.
Explain.
Hence why she's an attorney, ladies.
Explain. Okay. I'm not gonna be aggressive about it, but
I
I'm
think
so
like the
ask.
confrontation
Yeah.
is that I don't argue. Like I will sit there in complete silence.
And
Like
see,
I will not say because like I feel like once you get me to the point where I'm that upset, like I don't really have nothing more to say. Like it's just like you're telling me I done tuned you out 30 minutes ago.
So you went into a default. You went into your defenses.
Yep.
To shut you down. And I think, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I used to be a runner and a track star and a
Yeah.
shutter downer. Like so,
Yeah.
I feel you. But what I had to learn is one, I gotta regulate
Yeah.
enough to stay present in the conversation to really hear what's being said and understanding that this is an attack. Isn't
Yeah.
an attack on me, right? I think the other thing that gets me to my shutdown, kind of in a similar way, I don't like round robining. Like
Yeah.
if we talking about the same stuff
Same
and
over
getting
and over
nowhere,
again.
then
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut down.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I have the ability to communicate. Like, hey, we ain't coming to a consensus here. We've been talking about the same thing for 4 hours,
Yeah.
and nothing has
Right.
like we ain't no further than we started the hour ago to
Yeah.
now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think you got to communicate.
But also, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm at the point now because I feel like for me, sometimes we get really set on the end of the conversation being the only resolve is this person got to agree with me.
Yeah.
Right.
And that might not be the resolve that
So,
you
yeah.
get. And I feel like I'm learning that too. Like everybody's into, but also like I take that as, it's empowering for me too. I don't gotta agree with shit you just said.
Yeah.
I don't gotta agree with none of that
And I
shit.
still love you.
And I still love you. But fuck that.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I feel like it's empowering on both sides. So it
Yeah.
don't just gotta be one person taking all
Right.
the thing. It's empowering for me too. Cause it's like
Right.
we don't have to agree. I can
Yeah.
still feel how I feel and think how I think.
And I can respect you for it, right? And I feel like that's the thing that we do well because both of us are very like, I said what I said, you said what you said. And I ain't bidding on what I said because you said what you said, and that's it. it.
And that's it.
And it's like, and I feel like, I think about a specific moment with us where I was like, baby, we just gonna have to agree to disagree. And I know you mad about it, and that's okay. And when you finish
love
being
you at the end
mad,
of the day.
call me.
Yeah.
What we doing, right? And so it's okay. Like, I don't have to agree with you.
Yeah.
But we do agree that we need to take a break.
Yeah.
And
We do.
come on.
Her.
So
We'll be back.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Hey, listen, stop fucking around. This Mad Max 2-time champion. Tap into the Game Point podcast. All right? Stop fucking around. Hey, H-Town, we in here. Hey, FLA, let's go. Ow.
Good shit.
And we're back.
We're back. Like cook crack.
Wow.
Ooh, Lordy.
Really?
Cut that out.
No, keep that in.
Keep that in. We like that.
That's like, that's the what? Karen, we never know what's gonna come out your mouth. Literally. Never know. But we are back.
And we're back.
Okay.
And Archie got
We're
a
back.
question for us.
What the question? What's
me
one
what you
green
think about
flag?
me.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was back in my old
Here we go.
That's
Here
your
we
girl.
go.
That's
That's
your
your
girl.
girl though.
Okay.
But okay. What's one green flag you look for in a relationship now that you used to ignore?
Okay. I would say mine is just kind of like the subtleness, like the lack of butterflies, like the butterflies and fireworks being an indication, like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's cute. I mean, I think now someone subtle with like a slow burn that like gradually, I think is more of like a green flag. And not to say that butterflies isn't a good thing and it can't be a green flag, but I would say like, oh, he boring, he ain't talking about nothing, he da-da-da, like, although like talk about something. But just kind of like a slower burn is more of a green flag now for me.
So I was thinking about this when you first asked. I think, so like growing up, right? As y'all know, I grew up with my dad. So I looked for like that real masculine man. Like,
Let's go.
you know what I'm saying? But I realized like you can have a soft masculinity. And
Some gentleness.
Yes, very, very soft, very gentle, but I still can handle business when needed. And I think like starting out, it's like I'm looking for that. Like you give me that, and I'm like, ooh, you know that spark.
Yeah.
But then when you actually find someone who's gentle with you, it's like, oh,
Yeah, I want that.
still could get
Don't
the
be
same
rough
thing,
for me, baby.
you know, like,
I don't like that.
So I think that's like one green flag now for sure. It's like that soft masculinity.
You know how like I think the guys who actually show interest do get a really bad rap. Like he thirsty. He always
Okay,
He always texting me like, yeah, be thirsty for me.
Yeah,
you want to see me today? Yeah,
be thirsty.
be thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to see me? Okay. You want to text me? You call me? You miss me? Yeah. Tell me
Yeah.
you miss me.
Yeah.
Even if it's 20 times a day. Yes,
Yeah.
I do
Don't
like
be
that.
chalant me.
But chalant me. I want all the things, and I feel like the guys who actually show interest, which is possibly the reason why people are so iffy about showing that you like somebody, they
I
get
don't
a
wanna be
bad
called
rap.
thirsty.
You don't want to be called
Yeah.
thirsty, or you don't want to be used for like being excited. Or actually
That I
liking
like
somebody,
someone.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing that. Like I like somebody, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
We're missing that these days.
Child.
So to the men's out there, the girls still do like that. Thank you.
I think that goes to like one of the questions that you had. Like, do you want to be loved quietly
or out loud?
Yeah.
And I guess for me, I want to be loved out loud, child. I want to
Scream my name
Big
at the
loud.
top of the
Streets.
mountain.
Hella loud.
balloons, cards, flowers in the
808.
streets.
Bass drum.
I
loud.
want.
That's mine.
Look,
I need
a
to walk.
Simp for me. I want the because we grew up on R&B when niggas used to cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the rain.
Make me a mixtape. Make me a playlist.
Look.
That's how much you like me.
They used to cry over their woman on that track. Please don't leave me,
Don't
child.
leave.
Yes, that's what I want.
It's just like in the rain though. Like
In
I'm
the
ready to
rain.
get pneumonia for you, baby.
in rain.
I'm
Pneumonia.
ready to get pneumonia
But
for
let me
you,
ask you
baby.
this, just to play a little devil's advocate. Do you think there needs to be a shift in us women to attract that certain level of chalantness from a man?
I think so.
What's the shift?
I think we have to present ourselves a certain way for
Honestly,
a man to.
Honestly, and that's the thing. I feel like there's right now women don't have any balance. I feel like it's either like you a city girl where you're looking for someone to take care of you in your lifestyle and that's all you want from them, or there's someone that don't necessarily portray that she, not to say she don't need a
I'm an
man,
independent
but like
woman.
I'm a really
Hyper independent.
independence. I feel like right now we're two extremes, and I feel like what we need in that
that
shift
balance?
is that balance.
Yeah.
That's what I think we need. Because
Yeah.
I could see a man, if I was a man, I wouldn't want to date a girl that's like, I got to be a millionaire to date. You know what I'm saying? Or every time, only time she wants some shit to do with me is when I'm providing
needs
something for
something.
her when she
Yeah.
needs something, or she hungry, she need her rent paid,
Yeah.
she need she want a new bag. Like as a man, I wouldn't want to date someone like that, and I understand why men don't want to date somebody like that. However, I do feel like, especially in pop culture, y'all need to get y'all fellow brethren, because some of y'all fellow brethren like that. Okay, some of y'all fellow brethren like the
City girls.
They like the damsel in distress. They like to feel like I'm taking care of her.
I'm helping.
I'm helping. Or especially if they have a lot of money, they like to flaunt their money.
Yeah.
So I feel like some
And
of
the girls, like you said, the city girls, they gonna flock to it.
Look,
Like that.
you got what they want, okay?
But also, I think this goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like this knowing and sense of self, and that me part of the you and me, because me trying to attract you in that way, it's a brokenness within me to make me want to do that.
Makes
and
sense.
you're fulfilling it by the attention you're giving me, because the attention that I'm showing you. And I also see my worth and value as a man in the finances that I have. But that's not only your fault, it's what society brings.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
this inner outer, like, is it the chicken or the egg type of thing? But like a part of it is like we had to transgenerationally become these things, and we were put in a position to be so independent. But I think this goes back to the space of
And I
safety.
think especially for millennials.
For sure.
Especially for us. Yeah.
For sure. But I think it goes back to the space of safety, and like, do we feel safe with a man in a particular way where we can let down our hyper independence?
Right.
Right. So it's all these convoluted pieces. But again, I think it's about knowing yourself, and also knowing when that good attachment happens where like, okay, I can take my cape off. I don't have to like come at you this way. I can relax. And I mean, city girls, do y'all thing. I mean, it's fun.
But for how long?
I mean, and I say my city girl in the space of like, I'm just having fun. I'm doing me. I'm whatever. Like that part is fun, right? But that whole tricking, and I'm like, I don't condone all that. But get it how you live. Shout out to the city girls.
Shout out to the city girls.
But also,
and
I think
boys.
But I
Shout
also
out to
think
both.
that's a certain level of something within self, because it's like,
you're looking for something.
you're looking for something, and it's all about me. Like, it's so self-centered. What can you do for me? How can you provide for me?
It's a very self-centered way to look at relationships, and I understand there, like, especially in the dating scape, where men are like, I'm not paying your rent. Like, I'm not doing that, and I get it. Like, I completely understand that. On the opposite end, it's like, especially with a hyper-independent, as a person who identifies as a hyper-independent woman, okay, I feel like it takes a lot to come into a space and not feel like you need to be hyper independent, or it's not in the fact that like I could do it myself. I don't want somebody else to do it and then try to hang that shit over my head. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not want to take off my cape and let somebody else do something, and the moment they have an opportunity, they use that shit and hang it over my head.
Either hang it over my head, or like feel like you have power and control over it.
Yeah.
I think it's the power and control for me. It's like, if I step back, like you treat me any type of way, you feel like you could do
I
X,
pay the
Y,
bill,
Z.
so blank. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
and that's a real thing for me. Like, even in the space of like going back to relationships, and like, could y'all ever be like stay at home?
No.
Moms,
I don't think I
wives?
could never be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Like, I
don't think I could.
I think, okay, let me put this in perspective. I will have to have something to do.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna stay at home, I'm gonna cook, clean, and when you come home, we're gonna have a meal.
And
the
that's
kids gonna
my
be taken-
job is to
No,
and take care of the children.
I will lose my marbles. I will go crazy. Like, when I was sick and I had to stay at home all them days, I'm like, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, what I need to do? Like, because I feel like I'm at this point in time, I'm not bringing nothing to the table. Like, and I do not like that. I don't like that.
feel like, unfortunately, that's why we feel the way we feel about women and people who stay at home. Because, like, people don't necessarily think that, like, housemaking is valuable or a career. Like, there's a lot of benefit in having somebody to stay home and take care of your kids and cook you food and making sure your house is running the way it's supposed to run. Yeah. There's a lot of benefit, and there are a lot of successful men out there that are successful because they got somebody else doing all.
That is true.
Whether it's the wife or
a nanny.
Or a nanny or a girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
They got somebody that's handling the invisible load. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that term, but they're handling the invisible load of making sure everybody going to their doctor's appointments, making sure people got food, but people got healthy lunches. Not just food, but healthy food.
Yeah.
You know, making sure you got
little things.
the little things, making sure you got, clean clothes to wear.
Right.
Making sure that,
That they folded and
that they
ironed
fold
it.
and ironed and whatever you need is there at home prepared for you to take it. And it's not like, fuck, I don't got no clean drawers. You got dogs, I'm taking care of pets.
Yeah.
You got kids, I'm helping them with homework.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a lot to like keep a house running.
Yeah.
It takes a whole lot. And I feel like we get into this space, of course, because we live in a patriarchal society where the contributions of women in that way are kind of looked at differently.
Yeah.
And especially since we live in a patriarchal society, and traditionally people who hold the coins or hold the purse have the most power in a relationship.
Right. I was gonna go back to that, and it feels unsafe, at least for me, that you have that level of control because we know money is power.
Yeah.
So just a little tangent. Sorry, y'all, but
No, that's good though.
yeah,
That's good because I can't. That's why I don't think I can
think I
ever
would
be
be
a full time
bored.
work from home person.
Yeah.
Like
I think I would be bored.
Yeah, bored is beyond words. Like it's only so many things me and Murphy can do together.
Right.
Like it's only so much that we can do. And then I think it's the point of feeling like I'm not contributing to anything.
right. But then, like, what can contribution looks like? Because what I'm hearing is like I'm not
contributing
financially,
Right.
Yeah.
Which
but
makes
you are
me
contributing something.
Yeah.
contributing something, right? But is it what you want to contribute?
Exactly, yeah.
Right. So it's a lot of things. I feel like if people, whoever the breadwinner was, whether it's a woman or a man, if there's a lack of emphasis on this power dynamic because of income, I think it can work.
I think it can
and
work.
we both find value in what we do,
what we're
whether that
doing.
is you raising the kids, cooking,
Yeah.
cleaning,
Right.
whatever, and me.
Because there
getting
is a
this
lot of
money.
value in that. There is a lot of value in raising your kids.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Like
a lot of
if
value
I
in
was
that.
to be like a stay at home mom, like I would have to be very active in my child. Like I'm the PTA president. Okay,
Right.
like
Yeah.
I'm the owner of the booster club. Like
Yeah.
we're outside.
Yeah.
We're constantly moving. We're constantly doing something.
I think it would, as
That
much
would
as
be
I
so much
say
fun.
no, I think it would be cool to be in a space where I could, and like it wasn't that, like I felt safe enough to do that because I feel like honestly, as women, we love all the girls, but our white counterpart girlies,
They get
like
to do
they
that.
do
They get to do
that,
that,
and
yeah.
it's
They get to do
fine,
that.
and
It's normal.
and it's normal.
Yeah,
But
it's
for
normal.
us, like we've had to work. Oh my God.
Hyper independent.
All we do is work.
All we do is work.
So just imagine being in a space where it's like
you
We're
can
that
rest,
safe,
and you
yeah.
can, but also at the same token, I feel like our girls who are able to do that, we look at them in a weird type of way.
Yeah.
Like
you ain't working.
you ain't
Yeah.
working, or I mean, God forbid they be married to somebody who ain't one of us, and they get to have their life. It's like, but that's why you married.
That's
the
why
right man.
exactly.
Like
yeah.
we don't.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, you can't.
Double
You're damned if
standards.
you do. You're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
At this point,
So do your own damn
so
thing.
do your own damn thing. But
But I think us as Black women, like we got so many standards for Black women, like what
Absolutely.
we need to do.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
sometimes that can get, I guess, a lot on our shoulders.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot on our shoulders.
Extremely exhausting.
Yes. All right. What's some of your non-negotiables in a romantic relationship?
besides the obvious,
Yeah.
and y'all, I hope y'all know what the obvious is, girlie.
Drop them just in case.
Yeah.
Nobody should be putting their hands on you, baby. Nobody should be
Stepping out on you.
stepping
baby.
out on you, baby, unless that's not an agreement y'all have.
Yeah.
But whatever agreement y'all have in y'all relationship, that's what y'all should be doing. Both of y'all,
Yes.
not just one person, okay? Nobody should be making you sick or ill in any type of way, okay?
I think that's the main three.
Big three.
Don't put your hands,
Hands
on
on
that
nobody.
woman or that man.
All right.
Okay?
My non-negotiables. I am not, and this goes back again, I love me. I want a man that's going to think I'm a Queen of Sheba and kiss the ground I walk on. Ooh, are you raising your voice at me? Hello? Like, I'm going to start crying. Like, what?
Oh,
Are you yelling at me? Are you angry at me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't like all that.
Yeah.
I think for me, a non-negotiable, and I guess it's going back to this soft life. I
Yeah.
want somebody that's going to keep me soft, okay? I want somebody that I can cry in front of, and
That's my
he
non-negotiable.
drops everything, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my non-negotiable.
yeah. That's what I want.
Do it again one time.
That's what I want. That's my non-negotiable. I don't want no hard-ass man.
Yes.
Stop all that crying.
Yes.
Who the princess? Who's the princess? Is it me or you?
Right.
Fine.
Now,
Let's stop all that crying.
seriously, that's one of my non-negotiables. Is like I should be able to be as soft as I can with you, and you melt right with me.
And you melt.
You melt right with
Okay.
me. Like, yeah. Be able to, if I'm in there boo-hoo crying, I need you holding on.
Open
like,
the
baby,
door.
I got you.
Take out
Like-
garbage.
Oh yeah.
What?
So no, that's one of my biggest
trash.
things is
Trash.
new. A door. That's yeah. My door. I don't care if it's pouring down raining and you ain't got no umbrella. Come open this door.
Trash. You want me
Come
to
open
do
my door.
what? I mean, I understand. Like, I don't take out trash. If it's like a situation where it's like the trash needs to go out right now, and Corey is not standing in front of me, sure, I'll take it out. But in general, I would let that shit sit there.
Listen, and we got valet trash.
Look.
Baby, it'll sit there. And all I got to do is take it 2 steps to the door. It's going to sit there. That's
that's
how
what you
Murphy
get.
got to that bag. So we ain't going to go there. Because it sat there.
I'm gonna let it sit there. Like, okay, like
Yeah,
I think my non-negotiables in that way are just like, I don't want a person that's like, I don't want to be treated like one of your homeboys.
Yeah, nah.
I'm not your homeboy.
Nah.
I am your woman. I'm soft.
I am soft.
Okay. Even if I'm not soft, I am a little rough around the edges, but you don't treat me like I'm soft.
You going to smooth them out.
You gonna smooth them out. Smooth out around the edges. I am soft. Okay.
So what's yours?
Not having a relationship with guys is a non-negotiable for me.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Like, cause who's leading you for you to be leading me?
Right.
That's a non-negotiable. Man, that trash one, being a single woman, let me tell you something. I took that shit out this morning and I was pissed. I am very independent, but one thing that I hate to do is take out trash. Sometimes, like, if I have, like, I know, like, somebody of the male species is coming over my house and I know my trash, I'm like, hey, can you take them? Like,
Take that out for me.
Thank you.
even a serviceman, like, can you do me a favor on your way out? Like,
Can you take that down to the
I
dry
know you
cleaner?
can install cable, but right now I need my trash out.
yeah.
I think God is important. You're right. Karen, why you ain't think?
Yeah, no, I feel like that's the biggest, like, who is leading your life? Like, I would say family, but, like, sometimes you can't control where
No.
you come from.
Sometimes you
I don't
cannot.
think that's a non-negotiable for me. I think that's one of the, along with what y'all said, like, I think that's one of the biggest one that I can contribute.
Also, another non-negotiable that I've learned is I don't like, and we talking about the family piece. You really can't control where you come from. But I don't want a person that's like, I'm gonna need you to stand up, okay?
Yeah.
Like
To your family?
Yeah. If you got to pick between me and your family, you're gonna pick me.
Yeah.
Every time. Okay.
Every time.
Stand 10 toes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I feel
That's hard.
That's really
that's a
hard.
different conversation
That's
for a different
I feel like that
day.
needs to be a thing, a conversation. It's
Yeah.
for me as a partner, I would never want to put you in a position
Where you have to
you gotta
have to
choose.
You gotta choose.
However,
True.
I think there is a certain level of blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
Even if it was coming from me, for me, stand on the side of righteousness.
Right.
For
if
me.
it was me,
Yeah.
check me.
Right.
Yeah.
Check me
If
on
it's
it.
somebody else, check
Check
them.
them.
Okay.
Right. You know,
No matter if it's your mama, your granny.
and I think there's a
Like,
way
yeah.
to check people respectfully, right? But I do hear you when you say, like, stand up for me, protect
Yeah.
me. Like, I think that is a big thing. Non-negotiable. Like, I need to feel safe with you.
Yeah.
On the levels. Like, that is a really big thing for me with a man, is like, what is this level of safety? And I'm just talking about the physical. I'm talking about the emotional.
Oh, yeah,
I'm talking about
mental,
the little things. Like, did you check to see if I did XYZ? You're making sure I'm inside of the curb.
Right.
You know, when we walking. It's like those things
you
I
make
pay
sure I got
attention.
home safely?
Did you make sure I
Yeah.
get home safe? Like, all the things, like that tenderness and that safety piece. I think those are, like, who's leading you in the level of safety. If you don't make me feel safe, those are non-negotiables for me. Well, guys, they're telling us that it's almost time to cut the tape.
Almost time.
Any last thoughts? Just into that?
I just want to give a shout out to my husband.
Her.
Shout out to my set.
Shout out to my
I
husband.
couldn't.
Shout out to the romantic relationships
Okay,
out
shout
there.
out
okay?
to the romance. We love a little romance.
We do love romance.
For all the girls, if you need a romantic man, let that man chalant you, please.
Let that man.
Let that
Let
man
that man
chalant.
chalant you.
Let that
Let
man
that man
chalant.
chalant you, man.
If you don't know what chalant mean, Google it, baby.
let
Just
that man do
think
all
about
the
nonchalant
things.
and then
Yeah.
take off the non.
Let him press you a little bit. Okay.
It's okay. He's not thirsty. He like you.
Okay. You're okay,
He's
friend.
not
He's
thirsty.
okay.
He like you.
Let him press you a little bit. I like a little pressure. Okay.
A little pressure. But okay, girlies. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Let that